Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss the Metamask token announcement. We're going to talk about Plasma's mainnet launch and TGE coming up next week with a little bit of an airdrop in there as well. And we've got two of the top prediction markets sharps on today's show. They're going to be giving you all of the plays, all of the alpha in the prediction market space over the next week, what they're in, what they're looking at, what their research says. Thank you all for listening today. We have a busy and fun show planned today. If you're listening in on Twitter Spaces, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a bookmark. If you're feeling generous, give us a retweet. Help push us out in the algorithm. If you're on YouTube, comment along with us. Let us know what prediction markets you want to look at. Let us know what you're in. What tokens are you buying? We're going to have a fun giveaway today from Yeet. We're going to try something new today. We are going to do a little bit of a game. And this game is going to give you better odds if you get it correctly. You have to be listening. You have to be signed up at bodoggos.com/Yeet with our code. And you have to have done volume on their leaderboard over the month of September. This is going to make you eligible to play the game. The way the game is going to go is we're going to play a little guessing game on prices of Bitcoin. And we're going to do this via a platform that we are partnering with, friends over at 0DTE. What this platform is basically a 0-day options kind of type product that allows you to bet on over or under prices on the majors, Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. You can take different leverages and different time frames, the longest time frame being 3 hours. So you can go 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 3 hours on this platform. The way we're going to play this game is I'm going to take a bet on Bitcoin here. I'm going to take a 1 hour bet at 2x leverage, and I'm going to take, this is going to be below this price. Here's how you enter in the comments. You are going to comment your Yeet username and then either the word win or lose. If you think this bet is going to be winning or losing at the end of the show, that is your bet. I will take everyone who answers correctly, put them on the wheel that you're so familiar with, and we're going to spin it. So this is going to give you better odds of winning. In theory, it's going to split the audience at 50-50 in an ideal world. So you have 2x the chance of winning. So I'm going to take the yes that Bitcoin is going to be below 345 or 116,345 right now on 0DTE. So you're going to bet basically, hey, is this going to be a winning bet or a losing bet? And you have to get your answer in with your Yeet username before the weather report ends. There's no coming in at the last minute and saying, oh, it's going to be a winning bet, knowing that it isn't winning. This is a Binance number here, so make sure you're paying attention to this number. It's a little bit off of like traditional numbers. So we're at 116,345. I think Bitcoin is going to be lower than that in 1 hour. Comment your Yeet username and comment win or lose on this bet. That's how we're going to spin the wheel later with Yeet. Hopefully this is a little bit of fun for you. Easy. I saw you were using this platform quite a bit the other day. Did you have some fun over here? I think you're muted.
It was good.
Yeah, I
lost some cash, but it was good. Lost some cash. But overall, it was good. You know, I can't complain too much.
I'm enjoying this. I traded it a bit during the FOMC. I made a little bit of money during the FOMC, taking the volatility there, taking a lower after the rate was released, and we had a little bit of a spike. So we had some fun around volatility with this on 5 minutes. So once again, this platform offers different leverage points and different time frames. You can go 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, three hours. You can go and sign up. You can start playing. It's live now. They launched 2 days ago. You go to 0DTE.io to start trading on this platform. And again, if you want to be eligible for that Yeet leaderboard, you have to follow along with this bet. I am taking the under of 116,345. This is red right now. I'm currently losing. Whatever position ends up being the case when we do the spin is going to be who's entered in. So enter in your Yeet username and win or lose, and we will get this going later. Really excited to be partnering with these awesome platforms, having a ton of fun on 0DTE. Love our partners over at Yeet. Happy to combine the two of them for a fun little game for the audience, give them a better chance of winning. That being said, Kicks, easy. How you guys feeling? We had a little bit of a pump. We had a little bit of a pullback. What's going on? Kicks, how you feeling today?
Feeling great, man. Excited. We're what, 11 days, 12 days away from Q4. So I'm stoked to see what happens. I think there's gonna be some fireworks that go off. So yeah, I'm excited. Fed decrease rates as expected. Price action kind of as I expected. I didn't think we were going to get a crazy pump or a crazy dump off of it. And other than that, just been doing some research, trying to, I don't know. There's just something in me that's like, everyone wants to time the top, especially in crypto, but even in equities, because lots of things have pumped very high, right? But I started looking at like interest rate trends over the last 120 years in America. And when you have interest rates surge and then come back down, every single time that's happened, we've had generational equity bull runs. And if that holds true again today, we're likely, based on the averages, less than halfway through. So the equivalent would be like saying, man, these tech stocks feel overheated, and it's 1995 or it's 1994. You know what I mean? Or the stock market's overheated and it's 1925. You know what I mean? And in some of these cases, the runs went on for almost 2 decades, right? Last time we had a big spike in interest rates was in the 70s when we went off the gold standard, right? And they spiked from, like mid 70s towards early 80s from 1982 until 1999. That's a 17-year generational bull run. So we may be in the midst of a generational bull run, and people are looking way too short-sighted. And I mean that across all equities. I'm not saying, 4-year cycles in crypto won't happen or whatever, but, trying to time the top of these things, I think maybe short-sighted.
I think I tend to agree with you. I think we do at least have one more leg up. We may chop for a while. Like we may go down. People may call for the end again, but I think we do have another leg up on the Bitcoin and alts, at least. I don't know about generational bull run. I'm not feeling like that's any more than like a 30% chance in my head, but I'd love to see it. Since you've been on Wednesday, I think we have a new hype all-time high. You got to be feeling good there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So selling that pudgy was like maybe the best thing that happens. So you can just keep riding hype without having 100%. To worry about selling for the SUV.
100%, man. And just every day, I don't know. I feel more bullish on it. Like, and just the fact that they're taking just like a winner approach and a winning mindset. You can't buy hype on Coinbase. You can't buy it on Binance, but Binance launched ASTER, and you can trade ASTER on Hyperliquid. It's just winning mindset like that I love. You know what I mean? That they're like, hey, we want to take any and all liquidity. I'm
an ASTER maxi personally.
I love
it. Better platform. I took my initials out, so I have 0 risk in it anymore. But I say 0 risk, but I have at this very moment $51,146 worth.
That's good, dude. That's a win. But like they also have really interesting things that they're exploring, like HIP4, which is event markets for Hyperliquid. So exploring potentially the prediction market space as well. So yeah, I'm excited with my Hyperliquid bags, and I think it's going to go higher than most people think.
I tend to agree. At some point, it feels like these are good tokens. And one thing I find is like with these good tokens, as they continue to go up, at some point you want to take profit, but like it's hard to take profit on the good tokens that you like really have high conviction in.
Yeah,
so,
what are you going to sell it into? Yeah, like sure, like I'll respect it if you're like, I know people that bought hype at TGE and they made 7 figures and they're just continually trimming the way up. That makes sense to me, and I respect. And they're rotating it into ETH or into Bitcoin or what have you. But yeah, like selling hype and then trying to find the next hype play, I think is hard for me. So I'm happy just to hold it.
I saw a tweet by Kook Capital with his game plan that was a pretty good game plan for what he's doing over like this, what he's calling the final leg. Did you see this tweet?
No, not yet.
I mean, he has some wild tweets, and he's like a pretty crazy person. But this seemed like an interesting like playbook on where we were going. So majors, Bitcoin hype, Sol ETH, waiting to sell remaining of Sol and ETH. ETH will go into Bitcoin, Sol will go into just cash. Hold Bitcoin and hype through the next cycle. Potentially trim Bitcoin and blow off top over 200K. Potentially trim hype if over $100. Some other plays here too, like just more down the risk curve stuff. But what do you think of this general idea on the majors here? Do you think this is potentially exiting too early, or do you think like this is like a pretty solid play?
I think it, for every person, it's unique, right? It depends, like if you're more of a trader mindset or if you're more of an investor mindset. But overall, I like the fact that A, he just has a plan. Most people don't have a plan, and B, his plan looks pretty good to me because I mean, he's going to rotate his ETH into Bitcoin and really only just take his Solana into cash, which I think is always good to stable up some when the market's really hot, because that's that cash that you can use as dry powder to invest in other opportunities. And yeah, like if BTC blows off 200K, trimming some Bitcoin doesn't seem crazy to me. Yeah, it looks like a good plan.
Yeah, I think so too. One last reminder: get your entries in, your username on Yeet, plus win or lose. Do you think my Bitcoin short is going to be winning or losing when we spin the wheel later today? Make sure you're on the leaderboard. Your profile has to be set to public. You have to have done volume. You have to signed up with our code. You can sign up at bodogos.com/Yeet. Kicks, we're going to kick off the weather report here in 1 minute. I have a quick little mention over here that I need to talk about. Our friends over at Portals, the premier Telegram gift market. Portals right now is absolutely crushing it in the Telegram gift side. I'm going to pull up their little mini app here. You can get a look at what this is. This is inside of Telegram, essentially, is what this is. They have a gift market. This is just like NFTs, but it's on Telegram. Their CEO has been absolutely pumping this market. He owns a number of the top collections here. Plus Pepe's are sitting at 5,400 ton right now. That is a lot of money if you end up doing the math. Tons, $3 a piece. That's over 15K for the leading collection over on Portals. Looking over at some stats on Portals as well. They're the #2 NFT ecosystem across all chains right now. I know we've talked about this a bunch on the show before. What are the plays that people aren't talking about, that people are hating on, that could potentially be runners? TON is at 2.1 million in terms of trade volume over the last, this is taken from last week. This is a daily trade volume just below Ethereum's 4.3 million, above base, Solana, etc. Telegram is pushing volume. They're seeing growth on these Telegram gifts. This is an ecosystem that
we were talking about this
idea about, and I need
like
to jump into this.
Maybe 2 months ago,
right?
or a month ago, when I was like listing out like, okay, what are the potential, Q4 alt plays, and look at Telegram just cooking it. They were one of them.
Yeah, CEOs pumping these things. This is like an unreal play. I don't know if it's early. I don't know if it's late, but I just do know it's something to pay attention to. If you want to go check this out, you can join the Portals Telegram. Like it's native to Telegram. Like there's no webpage. You go onto the Telegram and it pops up the marketplace. I'm going to share a link here, bodogos.com/portals to check this out. This will get you into Telegram. You can browse the gifts in there. They have sweep ability. You own them directly on Telegram. You can put them into your Telegram name. So it's got like that whole like status symbol built into Telegram. Gifts are really cool. We've been diving deep on Telegram lately, trying to figure out what's going on over there because they have such a large untapped market of digital assets. It's very big in the West. It's very big very big in the East, very big in China and Russia. So we're like looking at this as like an active way to find new participants in the digital asset economy. So paying attention here.
If you signed up for Telegram and you have your like phone number attached, you see when your friends join Telegram, right? Like normie friends join Telegram, and I've seen like a significant amount join Telegram in August. So I think it is also just like a bigger used chat platform in general, even in the West, because I don't have like Eastern phone numbers in my phone book. So yeah,
exactly. We're going to be diving into this more. We're going to look at different markets on here, but we want to shout out our friends over at Portals, the leading gift marketplace on Telegram. Think of them as the OpenSea for these Telegram gifts.
That's cool.
That being said, let's kick it off with the weather report. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to get on with it. And remember, get those entries in by the end of the weather report.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, September 19th. The majors are down on the day with Bitcoin just over 116K, Solana around 4,500, Ethereum around 4,500, Solana at 240, Hype at 56. Over the past 24 hours, Joe Lubin confirmed that a Metamask token is coming. In an interview with Block, he stated the MAS token is coming. It may come sooner than you would expect right now. This comes as MetaMask unveiled their MUSD stablecoin earlier this month. Next up, Tether-backed stablecoin chain Plasma announced their mainnet launch in XPL TGE. Both will be coming next Thursday, and an XPL token airdrop will be coming to Sonar sale participants and contributors. Finally, the Wrecked Drink next drop is coming today at 1 p.m. EST. The Moon Crush Purple Drank collab with MoonPay will also include 25,000 Wrecked Drank points rewards per case purchased. That's pretty cool. Nice collaboration for them. That's it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as
Thanks,
always,
man.
You're welcome. I just want to say that I never really use Rabby Wallet. Rabby Wallet is trash, and I've just always been just the biggest MetaMask supporter since day one, especially if they're taking any kind of social sentiment.
Ray, there's 30 million wallets. You're gonna get $4.67 and be happy.
That's $4.
I think I'm gonna get some fat airdrops, dude, because sometimes I'm even lazy and I use MetaMask swap.
That's what Kobe was saying. He goes, I've been using MetaMask a lot. People call me lazy. I'm calling myself a genius.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Okay, totally off topic. Do you think Lord Miles died?
I wish death upon no one, so I hope he didn't. But I mean, it's not looking great considering.
I don't think he's dead.
The silence and comms. Apparently, he faked his death in 2023, so maybe he's just doing it again.
Yeah, with the Taliban, and he's still active on Discord. His account still shows logged in for mobile and active.
Yeah, he's probably just like, I don't know. How many days was he into the fast?
Like 28.
Yeah, I think around 28 days. I'd probably fake my own death just to get out of it too.
Yeah, this market's crazy. There's also some big winners on the no side now. So there's a lot of drama on it. It's currently disputed, by the way, on the no.
Yeah, I saw
Polymarket
released some additional context on it, right?
Yeah. This account Windwalk, who's been a very active account, has a $1.2 million P&L. Their only position is a $524,000 position on the no.
At 48-cent average.
Yeah.
So they're up pretty nice.
They were also on the yes before this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming someone like once he stopped streaming, I'm sure smart money started slamming the no side because that's just like an indication that something's going wrong.
It'll be interesting.
Are you still on this, or did you de-risk easy?
No, I'm out. I made money on this market.
So you exited. You got in somewhere right here, right? And then...
yeah, I made. If I view all, because I traded it twice. The first time I made $700. The second time I lost $100. So I made about $600 on this market.
Okay.
So yeah. So if you look here, yeah, bought 64, sold at 73, bought at 65, sold at 63. I'm only on a couple markets right now. My Eric Adams play looks the best. Seems like I might be right on this one.
He's like he trades meme coins. It's the same thing. It's just a different market. He's like, yo, I love this Lord Miles thing. We're out. We're out.
Well, I've been holding this one since start of September.
Yeah, that one's looking good, right?
I do have a sell order though.
That's fine. I mean, you're here to
I want
play the odds and make money. Like
that's it. So I have that, and I got in this. Israel strikes 3 different countries by September 30th. I'm on the no. Because it looks like they're going to sign a peace deal with Syria.
I think you really have the DNA and what it takes to like win in these prediction markets. I think not riding things to completion is like the alpha almost, and I feel like you do that a lot.
I cut a lot of stuff. I'm actually down on my Polymarket account $740. I'm up on my Kalshi account about 500 right now. I'm waiting for these to finish clearing. I was on this Trump Fox interview one, and I hit on TikTok that cleared. There's some drama over if he said Gaza or Israel. I don't know. This Him thing is fucking me up though. Him is a new Jordan Peele movie that just came out, and it's getting terrible reviews. So I took over 30 on Rotten Tomatoes because under 30 is really bad. It's still Jordan Peele. It's currently at a 29.5. And then I'm also on Jimmy Kimmel to air again before November 1st and before January 1st. I think that's going to end up being free money.
On any like platform or?
So will a new episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live be released? So
that it has to be the same show, same platform.
That's the interesting thing. If you read the full rules.
Like he could just do it on X.
Technically, as long as it's Jimmy Kimmel Live, or it could be the show without Kimmel on it. So if they bring in a new host for that episode,
but they have to call it Jimmy Kimmel Live. Hey, Jimmy Kimmel Live with Brad Sanchez here.
Jimmy Kimmel Live with Theo Vaughn.
I think the network may own Jimmy Kimmel Live though.
They do. ABC and Disney does. But there's ongoing talks right now of this market of him doing an episode and apologizing for the Charlie Kirk comments. So, and he's under contract through the end of 2026. So they either have to end the contract and end the show, or he's going to come back. The show wasn't terminated. He was just suspended indefinitely. So that's why I'm on this. Because also I got into January 1st at almost the same odds as November 1st. I was an idiot and bought November 1st too early before looking that January 1st gave me a much longer timeline with near similar odds. So I'm up on that. Also up on November 1st. But yeah, I like these personally. Just because I think suspended for 2 weeks, that puts us October, and then we still have a full month. So I'm like, this one feels like it will give us that opportunity for it, where I'm interested on that. But then most of the stuff right now, like there's no major earnings, which is annoying. There's no major markets right now for mentions, which is tough. Yeah, we have 2 days before the Charlie Kirk Memorial where there's mention markets. 22nd is Kamala Harris. So I really like the mention markets because those ones are just fun. Like something about them is fun. I think it's just sitting there counting how many words are said.
It's fun because you get to like watch something live. It has like the same feeling as like a sports bet.
Yeah,
where, like you have money.
Well, like I watched the Emmys. I watched all 3 hours of the Emmys. And I could not care less about it. There was like 4 awards that I had money on.
And you watched like the entire thing. That's really good. I saw you talking about your new product, Kicks, on Tyler's show, his new prediction show yesterday, offering parlays on these. Could you just do a brief breakdown and any chance you want to share like your screen and kind of like walk through what the platform is? Because I think this is super interesting, especially the part where you talk about taking like multiple yeses and like how there's no benefit to doing that when you can't parlay them. Maybe you think they're correlated. Like that was really interesting to me. I want to like kind of hear your take on that and kind of have you walk us through some of that on your platform.
Yeah, certainly. Let me pull up my screen. Give me 1 second here. And yeah, we actually had our first parlay hit, which was really exciting, and it was plus 300 odds. Over plus 300 odds. So if you put in $50, you made $150, which I think is awesome. And we want users to win on this platform. I just shared my screen. We actually have one going for the Charlie Kirk Memorial right now. It's plus 372. On Trump saying MAGA or Make America Great Again, saying death penalty, saying beautiful wife, or something else, and saying turning point. So almost plus 400 odds on that. So almost 5-to-1 return on your money. And we'll have plenty more parlays coming up today for this weekend, some sports, some non-sports stuff. So yeah, definitely check it out and see what we're building over here. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, so what I was talking about on the show is the fact that when it comes to all sorts of markets, but like especially things like mention markets, right? all of these markets are additive if you're just betting on them individually, meaning we can see right here, will Trump say MAGA or make America great again? 53%, right? Will Trump say death penalty? 55%. So those are pretty much the same odds, right? If you were to put $1,000 on both and they both hit, you're going to make slightly under $1,000 profit, right? But that's no different than if you just put $2,000 on one or the other, right? So there's the prediction markets right now are not giving you any financial upside for believing in multiple legs of something, right? Whereas with parlays, you actually are getting rewarded for saying, hey, I think these three things are going to hit. On parlays is multiplicative, right? So once again, if you were to put in $1,000 on each of these different outcomes happening on Polymarket, or these four outcomes happening, if you were to put that in on Polymarket, you'd walk away with like $2,500 profit, let's call it, right? If you were to put that $4,000 onto this parlay, you would win 20 grand. So it's night and day in terms of the amount of money that you can make with parlays if you have conviction in the parlays hitting. And if you listen to Ben Wong says, what's a parlay? A parlay just means that all of the legs have to hit in order for you to get paid out. So with this parlay, you need a yes on all four of these, and then the parlay hits. If it's yes, 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 no, it doesn't hit. What's interesting with prediction markets is everything is 1x leverage, right? What's super interesting is if you look at Hyperliquid, their HIP 4 is for events markets, right? So prediction markets on Hyperliquid. You would think these guys would be like, we're going to put leverage on these things, right? You mathematically can't. So even on Hyperliquid, everything has to be on 1x leverage on these markets. It's just a mathematical way that prediction markets are structured, right? So the only two ways that you can really get leverage on prediction markets is if you could loan your shares, and there's some startups trying to do that, right? Where you could buy a position, you could loan your shares, get cash back, then go buy more of the position, right? That would be one way to leverage up. The other way to leverage up is via parlays. So like easy, what are your two favorite markets right now? You said
Eric Adams to not drop out by September 30th.
Okay, and what are those odds?
They're like wicked high now, 84 cents.
Okay.
And Israel strikes 3 different countries by September 30th. That's at 80 cents.
Okay, Travis, pull up the parlay.
Yeah, so an 84% leg and an 80% leg, right? If you put $1,000 on both of those, you're going to walk away with 160 and 200. So you have 360 total, right? If you were to parlay those two together, you would have plus 50 odds. So if you bet, you'd have 67.2% odds. So if you bet $2,000, you would make $600. So he would make $600 instead of $200 with the same amount of money invested. So once again, parlays you can lose on, but I think for people out there, especially things like mention markets, right? Which are really fun to trade. And if you have conviction and yes or no on these things, doing a parlay can make big differences in how much you can return. So what site is that on your screen? It's predictshark.io, and you can follow us on Twitter at predictshark.
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about too, and we kind of saw this play out a little bit with the FOMC Jerome Powell mention market, is like to some extent, like the yeses on counts are like kind of correlated. If like you're looking at the mention markets for like goal and for these other things, they're kind of correlated based on the length of the speech. You saw that speech go extra long and kind of like screw easy over because it went like 10 minutes over, and then like the second to last question you lost. But if you have these things that could go longer, like the yeses on some of these things are correlated. Whereas you're taking them single odds, you're actually like, when you look at it, you're EV plus taking a parlay on these versus taking them individually.
100%. Especially like if you can add a bunch of like 90% yeses together and then like a 50% one that you have high conviction in. If you just bet the 50% one, you'd get 2 extra returns, versus if you stacked some parlays in on there, you could maybe get 3x your returns. But yeah, the trickiest part of solving for parlays for prediction markets is understanding the correlation of these things, right? It's something that Vegas spends a shit ton of money trying to figure out for sports, right? And understanding how these things are correlated to you put a great example, which is mention markets. Every single outcome is correlated based on the length of the thing, right? So if it's a really short meeting, the no's are going to be higher probability of winning. If it goes way longer, all of the yeses are going to have a higher probability of hitting. So there's going to be a need for some very smart minds out there that can determine correlation like that stuff, so that market makers don't get blown out.
Yeah, if you're listening here and you work for a casino or a online sports book and you handle parlay odds, I think there's a huge untapped market here. Hit Kicks up. Maybe he needs a professional parlay advisor. I don't know who you're working with on your team for this, Kicks, but this feels like it's very math intensive and very like odds intensive.
100%. And like Tristan asked, how's like liquidity paired or generated for these parlays? So like right now with V1, anyone can go to liquidity and craft a parlay that they want to be a market maker for, and then it'll appear on parlay for the users. So this is just V1, where we're trying to better understand what kind of markets people like, and getting some initial users in. But then with V2, we're going to allow users to craft instant parlays that are instantly backed, as long as they're zero correlation market. So if you wanted to bet on a sports team winning and the price of Bitcoin, you'd be able to do that instantly without having to like find a market maker on the other side. But yeah, it's going to be a big thing to solve for.
Price.
That's correlated.
Very correlated.
So that V3 is where we'll solve for that.
Yep. Love that. Are you on any prediction market bets right now? Clemente Kicks. Sorry, that was a slight there.
No, you're good. And it's not a slight. I consider that a compliment. In terms of new ones that I've taken, I took out a no on Trump pardoning Changpeng Zhao CZ when it was spiking up in the high 50s. That's the only big play that I've made this week or so. I also still like, this is more of just like a leverage or like an options play, but will Hyperliquid hit 100 before 2026? I got in on that at like 26 cents. It's now 29. But I think if you get an exciting Q4, it's going to go to 70. It's going to go to 100. You can also take 70 for at 75% odds. So you're going to get like a 30% return if it gets to 70. That one I don't like as much because you could just long Hyperliquid and get a 30% return to 70.
Right.
Also, Hyperliquid daily fees above 8 million. That market is dumping, so I'm watching that. But if that dumps low enough, I'd be interested in re-entering because I do think that that's a strong possibility in Q4. But if it goes down to like 50%, I'd be interested in potentially re-entering that market.
This is kind of like a downside hedge too, or like a black swan hedge, right?
What do you mean?
If you have any crazy thing that happens that would like really hurt crypto, you're going to see a ton of volatility, and hype is going to probably lead volume.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So, I mean, it can be a bullish hedge and like a bearish things collapse hedge. I didn't really even think about it that way. I think that's great. But yeah, other top positions riding out the no on Pump Fund performing an airdrop by September 30th. I got that no at like 67. It's at 92. So gonna let that one ride out. I still like Bitcoin, the no on Bitcoin dipping below 100K before 2026. But I got into that at 30 cents. It's at 60 cents now. So
hold on a second. Thoughts? I don't know a lot about the Pump Fund team, but like what qualifies as an airdrop? Sending tokens for free to somebody or a small group of people.
I'm not sure.
Once they do like a streamer gift or something, like as an airdrop, like not like a big token airdrop. Like I could see, I'm not saying it's true, but like the guys over there, I can see them loading up on a yes here and then just doing some like really dumb like little airdrop. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think there's enough volume on the market. Like these guys are worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
61K, yeah.
Yeah, there's just not enough volume for them to probably be attracted to do that. Also have a position on Google not having the top AI model by December 31st. So some other AI model coming out and having the best model according to, I think, Arena Score is what they use.
So you're on no for Google here?
Yeah, and this doesn't have to be a hold to resolution play. This can just be a, ride the dip down to 50, which would be a 2x.
Interesting. You were bullish on
Kicks. Have you seen these mention markets on earnings?
I have not. I've looked at like the binary EPS stuff. Are you looking at Kalshi?
So there's that, but then now there's also they have mention markets on what will they say during the earnings call.
Yeah, those are interesting.
I like those a lot because the earnings calls are only about 15 minutes.
Yeah. And do the analyst questions count or no?
Yes.
But they only usually ask like a couple.
There's only 2 or 3. Normally it's so market closes at 4. You normally have nothing will go past 4:30 usually. But like we have this market, what will Meta say on their earnings call?
Mm-hmm.
I think the VR virtual reality one feels good here, personally. Especially with the goggles, the glasses that they just had failed. That's interesting. Yeah, there's some stuff here that I'm very curious about.
I love how deep they have the mentions. I'm not sure how good the liquidity is in all the different terms.
It's not great.
Love that they have.
There's only been $1,500 of volume. So this is a market you put bids on. So like, I like this virtual reality one where last trade was 45 cents. When is Meta earnings? That's the next question. When is Meta earnings? Because I normally like to take these closer to the actual day. Oh, it's next Wednesday, October 29th. So we have a while.
You can get better fill sometimes early on because usually more like liquidity comes in at the end.
Yeah. So like we'll throw 1,000 contracts in at 45 cents and see if we can get filled on that. Because I like VR virtual reality. Or we just bid on that. So we'll see if we can get a fill.
China. But yeah, I mean, like to your point, Easy, right there, like that's another interesting thing with prediction markets in general is that like you can create all sorts of interesting markets, but what you need is you need market makers and users that are interested in like making those trades, right?
Yep.
I think mention markets are really cool. I think more people would like them. And I think it's a very like streamable entertainment kind of thing. Like when you did your live stream, right? Like imagine, I'm not saying they would actually do this, but imagine like a Bloomberg, you know what I mean? And they have like the mention odds up. Like there's a way that you could make it really fun from an entertainment perspective. My business partner, Terrell, has been super bullish on mention markets. Like he loved them back last year during the election. Then they kind of died off in the first half of this year, but now they're coming back. But if they can find a way to like get more users interested in it, then I think that there would be market makers willing to provide liquidity.
I just think to your point, the streaming side of it's the most interesting. I had so many people who said that they watched the FOMC from my stream because it was just more enjoyable to pay attention. And see, like they didn't have a horse in the race, but they enjoyed me counting words and engaging the chat to keep track. And like I had a live update of the words on the side where I was like updating the ticker.
That's awesome,
man. And stuff like that.
It's so fun.
I was going crazy when they asked.
You're like
about Lisa
sweating,
Cook.
like you need two more words, or you
They
don't
asked a
need two more
pointed
words.
Lisa Cook question, and they're like, "So Lisa Cook has an ongoing lawsuit. What are your thoughts on this?" And I was like, "Don't fucking say her name. Don't say her name. Don't say her name." And he's like, "It's an ongoing investigation. I don't feel comfortable discussing it." And I went crazy because he just completely ghosted the name. So I was like,
That's
"That's fucking
perfect.
going nuts."
And then you
But,
know
like,
there's
stuff
not
like
gonna
that
be
is just
another
fun.
question around her probably.
Because he already just like shot it down. But
Mhm.
and then like we were checking the time because it normally ends after 30 minutes, and he went 30 minutes over. And the last question, the very last question that got asked, he said the word goals 3 times, which pushed us from 13 to 16, and I had under 15.
Oh,
Yeah.
buzzer beater. Yeah, best mention market I ever hit was yes on cats, because he was talking about dog and cats. Haitians eating dogs and cats.
Oh
You
yeah.
gave that play on the show. You gave that one live on the show. You're like, yeah, he's gonna say cats.
I mean,
was fun.
TikTok was the freest one. Trump just spoke in the UK and then did a Fox interview right after, and he said the word TikTok during both his UK Parliament address and the Fox interview. So like, there's ways because he had the Parliament address earlier in the day, and he didn't mention Gaza 7 times on that. So then I also took the under for not to mention Gaza during the Fox interview. So like, I was kind of like using the first discussion as like a jumping point for the second one. There's some fun stuff with it where you can get like very in the weeds with it that I just find it enjoyable. I don't know what it is. I genuinely just find it enjoyable.
It's fun. What's up, Nick?
Welcome. It's been a bit. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Glad to be here.
Did you buy Aster?
No, but
I would buy it here.
yeah, I've been thinking about that.
This chart looks really good, and they just added more perps liquidity on basically every platform.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah. The chart looks like it wants to break here.
Look
Look at this thing.
So okay, so what's the process to buy this?
Easy with the buy, and the Pico top sell is great.
Yeah, you like that?
Just painted the Pico top with that sell.
Where I took my initials, that felt good. I mean, dude, I still have $55,000 of this fucking thing.
Okay, well,
So, but initials are out. So
can someone acknowledge the fucking question I just asked? I don't understand what just happened there. We just
send money to
PNB. Don't even
PNB.
exist.
Okay,
Jesus
so Nicholas,
Christ.
you're gonna swap
Are you gonna go to
to
prjx.com
USDT on. God damn it! Go to prjx.com. Swap whatever cryptocurrency you want on there to USDT on BSC, Binance Smart Chain. Then you come here and you press deposit. And you deposit USDT on spot account BNB.
You could also just perp trade it on Hyperliquid.
Could also
trade what?
Trade it on Hyperliquid.
Aster? Oh, it's on
Yeah.
Hyperliquid?
Yeah,
They just
Hyperliquid's
added
not
3x
scared.
leverage.
They're not
Oh.
scared. They're like, come trade this new thing on our platform.
I was looking for it yesterday. Thank God. Oh, this makes
added
it
it
way
today.
easier.
Yeah, exactly. See,
$3 ago.
Hyperliquid. You want to buy Aster? Oh, you gotta go to
So
B&B
if you want to buy
now.
spot, you could buy 1x.
Hold on, be right back.
Where are you going?
Portugal.
We know where he's going.
No, I go to Mexico. I go to Clemente's home country.
So what's your target on Aster here? Getting more liquidity. It's
$1.
touching 70 cents again. $1 still.
Yeah, I think $1.50 is
it's true.
realistic. Like $1.50
sold
is where my
for-
brain says like, yeah, this.
Yeah, I sold yesterday. I bought yesterday around 50, sold around a little over 60. Paper hands.
I mean, this
but
thing is pumping right now.
I always lose on BNB, so I just wanted to get out with some money and also get off of Aster. This place offers 1001x leverage. There's a big button that says 1001x at the top of the screen, and I'm like, I need to get my money off of here right now, or else it's going to
so
get evaporated.
sick. I love that.
Why is this pumping so much right now? This is complete bullshit.
So 1000x leverage. Does that mean you get liquidated if it goes down by 0.1%?
So yeah. So if we were to buy Bitcoin right now at 1001x leverage, oh god, they have so much stuff on here that you can 1001x. You could so yeah. If we bought Bitcoin here, my liquidation would be 116,333. So $100. $100 move on Bitcoin liquidates you.
Dude, I am not going anywhere near CZ.
There used to be a perps
dude.
platform
On
called
perps.
Rect, YOLO Rect, that gave you 5,000x leverage. A $25 move on Bitcoin would liquidate you. It was so much fun.
CZ didn't get rich by like buying Bitcoin.
No, he got
Let's
rich
just-
pumping BNB from 10 cents to $1,000.
Wait, time out. Look at the bottom right corner here. It's giving you live real-time trader activity. It's like close 740x short. Like as it's pumping, you're seeing people just get liquidated on these shorts and longs. Close 995x 500 Bitcoin short.
Down
A
80%.
Yeah.
This just makes me want to buy
Bitcoin
more
short.
Hyperliquid.
No, this makes you want to buy more Aster. Those liquidations just pump this.
I don't
Oh,
know,
man.
man.
Do you guys see Justin Sun is launching something similar over on Tron? SunPerp. I've heard through the grapevine though, it's not going to have its own token. It's going to be on the Sun token powering it.
What do you mean the Sun token?
You mean
Apparently there's
Tron?
a Sun token on Tron
Interesting.
that's going to power it.
Yeah, I'm just buying Hyperliquid. I can't fucking do this shit, dude. Congrats if you made a lot of money on Aster.
I'm up on Aster so far. I don't know. This is looking
Thanks.
pretty good here.
It feels good. It feels good to hit a big win.
Dude, I mean, now that it's on Hyperliquid, if I wanted to buy it, I could buy it.
Well, I was
But
hoping that it would pull
I'm just
back
saying
some
that.
so I could add even more. I only have 15 grand in here. This is fucking bullshit.
It'll probably work out well for you, man. Get a nice little 2x on that. Take 15K, go buy yourself a new scooter.
Okay, I don't need another scooter.
Go buy yourself a hoodie.
Go buy yourself a little kick scooter. Little.
You know, go buy yourself a little boo boo.
Gucci jacket.
What's his kickflip?
Oh man, I got screwed
I
by
think-
the stop loss again this morning on Aster on Hyperliquid.
Stop losses are for pussies.
They really are. I just gotta stop doing it.
I feel
Has
like-
a stop loss ever helped you more than it's hurt you? That's where you need the math. You need like a sample size and be like, has it saved me more than it's cost me?
Only no.
Here's the thing. Here's also why you don't want to put stop losses on fucking things like Aster, because CZ is going to see your fucking stop loss, and he's going to go take out your stop loss, and then go back up only because it's all on chain.
Look at this. Look at this stop loss here.
How does it feel not to be acknowledged, Kicks? Because you just got a taste of it, dude.
Would
The
you
way
be up
that-
2x? Would he be up 2x right now?
Hey, quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Sucks. I'm sorry, man.
That's all good. It is all good. That's why you set stop losses, is to manage risk and eliminate return.
I'm
what they
fucking
say.
top blasting Aster when all I wanted to do was I watched it last night. I was like 55. This is nice. But there wasn't a fucking way to buy. I wanted it to just be on Hyperliquid. Now it's on Hyperliquid. The moment it gets added to Hyperliquid, this thing fucking sends. Where's all the liquidity? Hyperliquid. That's where all the money is.
Yep.
That said, so one question with this Aster thing, there is an ecosystem of BNB people,
Mhm.
and it's a fairly large one. How does that work with, like, is this something that Binance is promoting?
CC tweeted about it.
No, I understand, but there's a distinction between integrating it with your website and a random tweet from a CEO, which most people on the platform probably aren't paying attention to.
Well, I think it's just they need an answer to Hyperliquid. CC's tweeted about things like this before, where black box dexes don't
You're
work.
missing the point of the question. Are they driving users to this thing via Binance? Yes or no?
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That ends up being the biggest catalyst for this, which would make it immediately flip Hyperliquid.
Flip Hyperliquid?
Flip Hyperliquid? Yeah. How the fuck do you get onto Hyperliquid right now? Where do you get? You think a Coinbase user is coming onto Hyperliquid? You think a Gemini user, a Kraken user is coming onto Hyperliquid? How do they get over there?
I understand what you're saying.
God, dude, come on, Johnny, really? Yeah, hey, go on, yeah. What?
All right, I mean,
Who
just
the
math-
fuck uses Hyperliquid right now? It's like literally 15 of us that are hanging out on this thing. This is not the majority of traders hanging out on Hyperliquid.
I mean,
Hyperliquid is the
if they
11th
owned
largest
100% of ASTER, maybe they would want to send Binance users to it. But otherwise, that'd be pretty cannibalizing to their revenue, right?
I think so.
So you're looking at a 10x here to flip Hyperliquid on Aster. If you're bullish.
That is exactly, yeah. I'm like $55 Aster is the target on this. And if you get 10% of that, if they get 10% of Hyperliquid, that's $5 Aster.
Well, I mean, the reason probably why
the submissive?
I think your token supply is different, Nick, is where you're having the disconnect right now. So right now, Hyperliquid has a FDV of 56 bill.
Oh, sorry. So
Aster has an
10x. Yes.
10x.
You're correct. You're correct. $5 would be the equivalent of Hyperliquid. My apologies.
it does make sense why CZ's trying to attack this way, because what's really interesting is in the past month, the net flows by chain and BSC, that's Binance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is negative 250 million, and Arbitrum is positive 1.5 billion, which is all going to Hyperliquid.
Yeah, a lot of people left. But the bigger thing that I look at there is what's the aggregate number? Like how much activity is on each of these different things on BSC versus, or also look at TVL of those different chains, Hyperliquid versus BNB.
Because they're like, it's like, if you're like Chinese, you use BNB probably, right?
Well, racists do seem to believe that. I personally,
you just were like making the sound of a disabled person 2 minutes ago.
That was not a disabled person.
Who was it?
It was Rocky. Adrian.
Okay, I'll give you that. But saying Chinese, doesn't that make like you? Who's using BNB mostly? Eastern Asian people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
It's just a question. I'm curious.
I don't fucking know. The bottom line is, I think Binance is fairly international. I don't think it's just Chinese people.
Hyperliquid has
China is a large percentage. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hyperliquid has 30% of the DeFi TVL that BSC has as a chain.
Is this real from Daddy Nick? Metamask to provide perpetuals through wallet using Hyperliquid?
I believe it. I think every wallet should do that, because what they do is on the back end, they spin up a ref link, sign everyone up under the ref link, and then filter the transactions right through the EVM. Like, it makes even more sense for MetaMask to do it than Phantom. I'll look for the news, but
certainly not going to trust CZ, dude.
So you think that my minimum, $2.50 target here is a little ridiculous?
Dude, I mean, I think this thing can pump.
You think it can pump, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could still pump.
You think it can pump, bruv?
Yeah, bruv. I think it could pump. I want Easy to make 100K off of this. So if it can just 2x from here.
Nick doesn't want me to.
Doesn't want you to what?
Make 100K off this.
No, I don't. No.
Nick just prays on my downfall.
Praying for his downfall.
Yeah, dude. Also, Aster, just as a name, sucks. Who came up with that name? What the fuck's an Aster? Asterix? That's what it's about to be in the history books.
It's short for. It's short for asteroid.
Okay.
Misspelled.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow, we got a hell of a pump there.
Can you
Your
say
boy's back up
can
substantially.
you say I trade on Aster in Rocky voice?
I don't know.
Do it. Come on.
Clemente shilled this one.
Jesus Christ.
Clemente shilled this meme coin yesterday in the Bodalgos chat. The Aster token on Solana. A funny one here. I'm not in this one.
Kix feels guilty about.
I do. I feel guilty now that I asked you to say that.
Oh man. All right. We've got some giveaway to do here. I'm going to pull up the
pray to
screen.
God
We're
a
going to
little
announce the
harder
winners.
today.
We're going to announce the winners and losers of our Yeet giveaway. Looking over at 0DTE, my bet is losing. My bet on Bitcoin being under 116,345 is losing. All of the people who prayed on my downfall in the chat are going to win this Yeet giveaway, get a chance to be on the wheel of names. I have lost here, so we're going to get to spinning this wheel. This is a $500 spin, courtesy of Yeet.
We're not seeing it. We're not seeing it right now.
We're gonna delete all of the winners off of here who said win, and we're just gonna leave the losers. The ones who said I'm gonna lose because they have no faith in me. They were correct. Wolfie, Crawlo, Nixon, Kaiser, Kai, Rugga, Ramali. I'm gonna spin this. This is a $500 spin for Yeet. Let's spin it out. Let's go.
Give him that cash.
We've got Ramali.
Oh my God.
There. Oh my God. Rugga just got rugged on that giveaway. Thank you, Ramali, for being one of our loyal listeners, playing games on Yeet. Thank you to Yeet for the giveaway. $500 coming over your way. We'll get that sent over to your Yeet account. Sign up at bodoggos.com/Yeet. We're going to be playing more of these fun, interactive games with the crowd to give you a good chance to win. Damn, I can't believe I'm going to lose this bet, though. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Nick, did you win it all playing on 0DTE? Did you win any of these?
I'm doing that this morning, Ray.
Oh, I love to see that. I'm gonna take another bet real quick. I'm gonna take a quick Solana bet on the over for 5 minutes because I think we're due for a little continued pump here.
I don't know. I'd take the pullback on this one.
It's too late. Too late. I'm going against you on this one. I'm going to be buying the yes on Sol being over 242.99. We're going to get a slight pump on Solana. I have faith here. I'm getting the shorts out of me, getting the bear out of me, shaking it out, taking the over here on 0DTE. Sign up over at 0DTE.io to start trading alongside of us. We're going to do more of these segments. We're going to do quick hitters like this. Back over to Aster. We're seeing a pump here on Aster. Nick, what was your entry?
My entry was 32 cents, Ray. I'm a genius. I just
mode and saw that's exactly where we got in. Nice.
I got it 718. Okay, dude.
Fascinating. You made the exact entry we all got.
Thanks for texting the group about the massive opportunity that was there. Really appreciate it, dude. Really, thanks.
Nick really needs an AI agent that like easy can just DM and the AI agent will actually do the buy for him.
Yeah, can we like get on building that?
I had this idea in my head. What I wanted to do was like just make like an information aggregator across Discord and Telegram and have it basically look for messages sent by people I tell it. Like, hey, if Easy sends a message anywhere across any of the Discords or Telegrams I'm in, put it into this global feed for me. If XYZ sends a message or somebody, so it's like a signal message. So like you can see people that you believe are high signal when they're messaging in these platforms that may not be public to get into things early. That was just an idea floating across my brain last night.
Yeah, but like Nick actually needs something to click the button for him.
I mean, if I got an alert, I'd probably do it. That one was a hard trade, honestly, because you had to like do all this bridging bullshit.
There was a lot of friction.
Friction's good.
I mean, I did it on the show live in like 3 minutes yesterday.
That's what I tell my exes.
Fall's coming. Fall's coming. Oh my God. That's going to do it for today's show. That's
you know who else is coming? Never mind. No, not them, just me.
Have a wonderful weekend, guys. We do the show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on Apple for podcasts. You can also watch us on YouTube. See what we're talking about in real time.